Today we will review the Duplication of Benefits Insurance Affidavit, which, effective October 18, 2020, is one of the GLO's required documents for applicants of voluntary buyout or acquisition programs. A hyperlink to the GLO's Duplication of Benefits, or DOB Insurance Affidavit, can be found on the Texas General Land Office website at recovery.texas.gov. To locate the document, go to the Local Buyout and Acquisition Program page, which is linked below in the description section of this video. Scroll down to the left side checklist section under Applicant Information. Click on the Duplication of Benefits DOB Insurance Affidavit link. Once you click the link, your computer will download the fillable document. Please note you will need Microsoft Word to view and edit the document. There are multiple funding sources that can be used for disaster recovery, such as CDBG, FEMA, SBA, and insurance. The Robert T. Stafford Disaster Assistance and Emergency Relief Act, as amended, prohibits entities, including households, from receiving a duplication of benefits for disaster recovery funding. A duplication of benefits, or DOB, occurs when a person, household, business, government, or other entity receives financial assistance from multiple sources for the same purpose, and the total assistance received for that purpose is more than the total need for assistance. Therefore, if a beneficiary of CDBG-DR received an insurance settlement to repair their home but does not make the repairs on the home, it could be considered duplicative assistance and will need to be taken into account in the duplication of benefits calculation. Additionally, the Local Buyout and Acquisition Program requires anyone who is living in a special flood hazard area that previously received assistance for their home to have had flood insurance on the property at the time of the storm and continues to maintain flood insurance. To comply with DOB and insurance requirements, all applicants of the Local Buyout or Acquisition Program, regardless of whether they had insurance or received a settlement or are receiving pre- or post-disaster value, are required to complete the Duplication of Benefits Insurance Affidavit, certifying that they did or did not have insurance coverage and did or did not receive a claim or settlement payment. This information is necessary to determine if there is an insurance claim or settlement that will need to be considered when calculating duplication of benefits using the Duplication of Benefit Calculation form, which is described in another video. All sections of this form must be completed. For this video, we will use an example of a fictional applicant and location to explain the form. The first section of the insurance affidavit should be completed by the applicant with the subrecipient providing them the subrecipient name and contract number. In the first cell, the applicant should insert the subrecipient name. Then the applicant should input the GLO contract number. The contract number is located at the top of the first page of the GLO contract. The applicant will input the applicant's full name as it appears on their ID provided with the application. If there is a co-applicant applying to the program, the applicant will include the co-applicant's name. Then, the subrecipient will input the address of the buyout or acquisition property in question. The second section of the DOB Insurance Affidavit are the instructions for the form. The instructions state, Section 312 of the Robert T. Stafford Disaster Relief and Emergency Assistance Act prohibits any person from receiving assistance with respect to any part of a loss to which they have received previous financial assistance, which means, as we stated previously, if an applicant has previously received any assistance, including insurance, they cannot receive a duplication of that assistance. Then the instructions state that the applicant must document insurance policies that covered the property from the date of the event until present. This means that the applicant will need to complete the certification in the next section and attach backup documentation demonstrating insurance held from the date of the event until present. All applicants must complete this form even if they did not have insurance on or after the event. Also, The instructions require that the applicant indicate whether or not they received claims or a settlement from an insurance company for damages caused by the event. This will be documented in the next section, and documentation of the claims and/or settlement amounts must be submitted to the program with the application or attached to this form. The third section is for the applicant to make their certifications about insurance. In the first row, the applicant should certify if they have had any type of insurance on the buyout or acquisition property from the date of the event to present. Types of insurance include home insurance, flood insurance, and wind insurance, and any insurance to cover structural damages to the house or property. The applicant should select yes or no to whether they did or did not have insurance. In our example, the homeowner did have homeowner's insurance, so they selected yes. In the next row, the applicant will certify if they received any claims or settlements from the insurance company for damages caused by the event. The applicant will select if they have received a settlement, that they have requested a settlement but have not received it, or that they have not requested a settlement and have not received anything. In the final section of the document, there is an acknowledgement that the applicant and co-applicant certify that the information presented in the document is true and accurate to the best of their knowledge and belief. They also certify that they understand that false representation is considered fraud. Any person who knowingly makes a false claim or statement may be subject to civil or criminal penalties. The form will need to be signed and dated by the applicant and co-applicant in front of a notary public in the state of Texas. The applicant will sign and print their name and date the affidavit in front of the notary public. The co-applicant will do the same, printing and signing their name and dating the affidavit in front of the notary public. The notary public will then put the date and sign the form and add their notary seal to the form. The notary will also have to input the date that their notary commission expires. The expiration date of the notary's commission must be after the date of the execution of the document to demonstrate that the notary held the authority to notarize at that time. We hope you enjoyed this training on the Duplication of Benefits Insurance Affidavit. If there are any additional questions during the completion of this form, subrecipients should reach out to their General Land Office Grant Manager. Additional videos covering the other required local buyout and acquisition forms are or will soon be available at the same location you are viewing this one.